put it on.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to Yarn Tales by the Sea. I'm Kellyanne and this podcast comes to you from the southeast coast of the United Kingdom. This is predominantly a knitting and crochet podcast with the odd other little bit thrown in. So anyway, if you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell button as well so you are notified when I upload new content. And please also, if you do like what you see, please hit the like button because it helps with the YouTube algorithms. So yeah, quite a bit to talk about today. Oh yeah, look, I'm already gaffing. Yeah, quite a lot to talk about, including giving away the prizes for the Ocean Mail, which has now ended, which was a co-hosted make-along with the delectable Leslie from Not Quite Enough Yarn, and also all information on a new make-along that Leslie and I will be running this year. So first of all, I would love to say thank you. I have hit over 500 subscribers and I am absolutely chuffed to bits. I just never thought I'd hit that many, but I have. So thank you. It means so much to me. It really does, that people enjoy the content that I put out. And I am not a brilliant podcaster by all means, as in I'm not all flashy and flashy this and flashy that. It's yeah, just me, and I'm ditzy. As those of you who have followed me for a long time know. So before I forget, I would just like to say a big thank you to Verena. She won what was it? Not the last. I don't think it was the last quarter before. She was one of the winners, and she sent me a lovely thank you card, which I was chuffed to bits because it's the first time anyone's ever sent me anything on the podcast. So absolutely chuffed to bits with that. Thank you, Verena. I have it up on my notice board above my crafting table. So brilliant. And she also sent me a packet of tea. I am a huge tea drinker, especially flavoured teas and rooibos or redbush. Redbush, yeah. So thank you. It was a joy to receive, it really was. Always nice to get a bit of happy mail, isn't it? So like I was saying, the Ocean Mail has come to an end. So I will be announcing the winners a bit later on. That is the last quarter winners and winners for the overall year. So before I forget, my other half, Colin, who does all the editing and credits and everything on my channel, has asked me to ask you, what do you think of the rebranding of the channel? So we have new headers and intros. Well, the intro's kind of the same, but it isn't. So yeah, he just wanted to see what you all thought about it, because you know, he's on a learning curve with a lot of stuff, and he's brought some new odds and ends to, well, odds and ends software, should I say. So, right, the new make-along that the delectable Leslie from Not Quite Enough Yarn and I will be co-hosting this year is called an accessory MAL. So that's wearable accessories, not accessories for the house. So that includes things like hats, gloves, socks, scarves, shawls, socks, anything that's a wearable accessory. So the way we are running that will be exactly the same as we did the Ocean MAL. So we both have Ravelry groups, which you will need to subscribe to be in for a chance of winning prizes, as well as subscribing to this channel, because it does actually let us know if you are not subscribers on Ravelry, because it will come up as you are a guest, which I found out when I was going through Ravelry to pick the prizes. So if you are not subscribed, then unfortunately you are not able to be in the running to win. But saying that, I do understand that not everybody gets on with Ravelry. So Colin and I have been doing a bit of thinking, and we are open to opening a Yahoo group, but I'm only going to go ahead with this. It's not Yahoo. Oh, God blimey. Well, that's because I used to run one of the biggest, well, it was the biggest cross stitch group on Yahoo groups when Yahoo was a big thing before Facebook. And I also used to design for magazines as well, so oh dear, Kelly, get a grip. Right, let's start that again. Colin and I are open to running a Facebook group, so people that do not use Ravelry can submit to you know, to the make along. And how that would work is if you was to submit, and then I would put them up on to the Ravelry group that way. I'm only going to do it if there's enough interest, and the option was I wouldn't just use it for the prize side of things for the make along. We would open it up for you to be able to post pictures of your whips and finishes if that's something you would like to do. So, and it would also give you all a chance to have a natter amongst yourselves as well. So yeah, if there's enough interest, please let me know in the comments below whether this would be something that you would like. So yeah. Yeah, so let me looking at him because he's laughing at me. I always make gaffes. Yeah, so with the make along, you can dip in mine and Leslie's groups. All the information will be down below in the info box. The only criteria is that you can only enter stuff that you started from the 1st of January, not from last year. So you've got to either, you know, from the January the 1st onwards. So, and we will be drawing prizes quarterly, which will be there will be 2 threads on Ravelry. One is the chatter thread, which will be a Ravelry prize up to the value of $10 US, and then there will be the main thread, which is where you put your pictures of your makes. Please do put what the object is, and well, not so much what the object is because we're no, but the name of the pattern you used and any other information. And then the chatter thread can be used to talk about it if you want to put it up on there as well. So I think I've covered everything on there. And like I said, the patterns are quarterly, which will be the chatter thread is a Ravelry prize. The make thread is physical prize, which could be either something like a project bag or some nice yarn. And yeah, so that's 4 times a year, and then at the end of the year we draw again 1 from each category as an overall prize for the year. I think that's it. I think I've covered it properly this time. Have I left anything out, Carl?
Not as far as I can tell.
Not as far as I can tell. I think I've covered it. Yeah, because obviously Leslie and I have both put our podcasts up at the end of January to announce this. The first prizes will still be at the end of the first quarter, calendar quarter, which will be March. So yeah, all done. So I just checked my list so to make sure. Right, that's that. And because I've hit the 500 subscribers, I will be doing a 500 subscriber giveaway very, very soon in the next 1 to 2 weeks. So I have ordered some lovely merino yarn. I think it's merino. I think so. Anyway, I've ordered some nice hand-dyed yarn from Etsy, and I didn't check to see if it was a dye by order or whether she has it in stock. So I think that's coming from Twin Knits, I think. Can't remember. Anyway, so that will be going up, like I said, in the first 1 to 2 weeks. So I think that's most of the admin out of the way. Yeah, as for the Ocean Mail, blown away by your makes. They were so beautiful, beautiful colours used. And again, thank you for everyone that took part, and I hope that lots of you will take part in the new one. And don't forget, if you are doing other make-alongs and the criterion allows you to enter it into Leslie and our accessory one, please do. Yeah. we do like people that dip in and out of different make-alongs, because it's all good fun, isn't it? So that's that. So right, I am wearing, this is the first cardigan that I've ever crocheted, so I will stand up, because I think when I finished it on the last podcast, I didn't actually wear it, did I? I just pulled it up. So this is the Viola cardigan by, I'm having to look, Denny Made. I always have to look. The pattern was gifted to me last year for my birthday by Delectable Leslie. Do you know the amount of times I say her name? She must owe me a fortune by now, because you know, I would like to say that she pays me to say it, but that would be fibbing. She doesn't. It's because I love her. Oh, anyway, yeah, she's my friend in real life, for anyone wondering. So yes, Leslie gifted me this, and I used King Cole yarn, that one, the grey, and the petrolly blue colour was an Aldi yarn, which is it's Aran. Excuse me. And I must say, the Aldi yarn is actually nicer than the King Cole one, but yeah, hey ho. But yeah, I do use all sorts of fibres. I do use handmade merinos, things like that, as well as generic shop bought yarn. So, you know, a bit of acrylic. I'm not too fussed. If I like it, I use it, or shall I say, if I like it, I buy it. So yeah, into the makes. So not as many finishes as I would have liked this month, or should I say the last month. I kind of, well, I wouldn't like to say I sprained my wrist. I went like several days of heavily knitting and crocheting, and I started getting a pain, and then it became really awkward, so I kind of didn't bother for just over a week, and I was doing other things, and yeah, but it's okay now. So like I said, not as much as I like. So for my first make, or should I say make, finished object, a pair of socks. So anyone new on the channel, I always have socks on the go, always. So this is done in King Cole yarn, sock yarn, 4-ply sock yarn. It's just, these are just vanilla. They would have been twins, but as it's happened with me on the last pair I knitted out of King Cole yarn, there was a break in the yarn and the pattern was just, yeah, the pattern in the yarn then didn't line up. So, but again, these had, I think, 2 or 3 breaks in the yarn. I know 4 is the standard in the industry, which is, you know, allowed, but it's still flipping annoying. And yeah, I don't tend to find it so much in other generic sock brands, but yeah. So just like I said, vanilla pair of socks, slip stitch heel, Kitchener toes, and I always knit my socks a bit longer than I suppose the average people do. You know, not normal people. You know, to what I normally see on like Facebook groups and things like that. I do 16 on the rib and then 84 down to the heel flap. So I just like them, you know, a bit longer, and they always look nice when they're slouched down if you're wearing short boots or something. So yeah, so there's those. And I have 3 other finishes. So as it goes, Colin turned around to me and said, could you make me a hat for work? And I'm thinking, oh my god, he's going to look more than like a banana than ever, because his uniform is black and yellow. So he wanted a black and yellow hat to go with his uniform, and I thought, well, I'm not going to knit it in anything nice if it's for work, because it get ruined quick. So I did him a Ross hat by Smells Great. I always get it wrong. Smell Great Guy. So yeah, the Ross hat. So I just used Stylecraft, and I only stuck 2 rows of the yellow in, so he didn't look more like a banana than he has to. Because he looked like, with this, he's going to look like a banana gone off, isn't he? But yeah, it's just Stylecraft. I did have to put an extra 30 stitches in because Colin, he'll say it himself, he's got a large head, and yeah, the circumference on the Ross hat goes up to 23 inches. So yeah, I stuck, I think it works out, I don't know if it's 2 inches on more, or I don't know. But yeah, so he's pleased with that. It's a bit raggedy, well, not raggedy, but like he's been wearing it, so yeah. But a nice, quick, easy make. And on that note, he said to me, Kells, because that's what he calls me Kells. Well, that's when he wants something. It'll be baby, baby. Something like that. Anyway, he said he wants lots of hats, and I said to him, by lots of hats, how many hats do you actually mean? Because I have made him a few in the past. And he said, I want a new hat for every day of the week in a month. So you're talking at what, 31 hats if you go and buy a long month. And I said, well, you know where my needles are, you know where my stash is. He won't have in that. He can't knit anyway, or crochet. I've tried to teach him, but he's got 2 left hands, so so yeah, so he wants lots of hats. So not only does it mean having, well, shouldn't say does it mean, because I knit socks because I love knitting socks, and I want hundreds, and I've got quite a load, but well, you know what I mean. You get, you know, it's I find socks addictive. So yeah, so he wants loads of hats, because I do make Colin socks as well, but he doesn't always, you know, wear them as frequently as I wear mine, because I won't allow him to wear them to work in his work boots, because I know they get knackered really quick, especially if there's something like merino. So no. So he only wears his good sock, you know, his handmade socks at weekends, or if he's on holiday, or in the evenings or something like that. So yeah, so where are they? So I'm now making him hats. So I'm always going to have socks on the go, I'm always going to have a hat on the go, and I will always have a blanket on the go. So the second hat I knitted him is a sock head hat by Kelly McClure, which is a free pattern on Ravelry. So everything you see that I make him, he always picks the colours himself. So I had this Drops Fable left over from another project I did last year. So that's the sock head hat. So I didn't have to do any adjustments on this because the pattern actually goes up to extra large, so that was handy. So I didn't have to get them, you know, use the old noggin and do the maths. And the only thing I did different is I did it to the shorter level, because you can carry on to make it the big slouchy hat, or you know, just make it up to the size you want to. So that's what I did, because again, with Colin with his larger head, if I'd have done him the slouch, it would have made his head look even bigger. And I thought, well, you know, nah. So yeah, nice, quick, easy make. Well, easy because obviously it's 4-ply dropped fable. So I didn't sort of rush that one. I just stuck a few rows in it every day. So yeah, he's pleased with it. And actually, he said for 4-ply, it's actually very, very warm. I mean, well, it is wool anyway. It's sock yarn, but yeah, he said it's very, very warm. So that's that one. Oh, do you know what? I haven't been out the house again since beginning of December, when I went out to make that wreaths with Christmas wreaths with my daughter. But I do get a little bit of nature, because I often go and stand at the back door and just have a look in the garden, because we do get critters and birds and all sorts. And I could hear this like screeching, and I'm thinking, what the flipping heck's that? And it took me a little while to find where the noise was coming from, and it was a juvenile squirrel. And my God, was it screaming. I mean, I will insert a little video now so you can hear what I mean. Yeah, you see what I mean? And all it was is because it couldn't get to the bird feeders, because there was a cat down underneath, and it was moaning, you know, trying to get it to go, and the cat wasn't having any of it. It just stayed there. Because got lots of feeders. We both love birds. We subscribe to Royal Society for the Royal, what is it, Colin? The bird thing.
Royal Society Protection of Birds.
Yeah, Royal Society for Protection of Birds. But they don't just do birds, they do all the British wildlife and everything. So we have lots of different feeders and all sorts out there to encourage birds into our garden. I mean, we have resident robins we've had for years. We get all kinds of, I always want to laugh when I say this, all kinds of tits. Like blue tits, grey tits, great tits. What else do we get? Oh, there's loads. Eh? Oh, jays, jays, nuthatches, wood pigeons. And I don't mind wood pigeons, I like them. We've got 2 resident in our garden, and they're so fat, it's unbelievable. And obviously going at the squirrels, we get magpies, because we used to keep chickens, and when the last one passed away, we did a thought no more, and we're trying to turn the bottom of the garden into a critter and bird haven, if you see what I mean. And we haven't got a large garden, but we make the most of what we have got, including growing vegetables even in containers and all sorts. But oh, I'm really waffling, aren't I? Anyway, yeah, so the squirrel, it wasn't happy. I know we got an adult squirrel that comes, because they come like at 7 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and sometime during the afternoon. Nothing phases the big squirrel, because he will bat away the wood pigeons just to get at the nuts and things. But like I said, the juvenile, he wasn't having it. So, but yeah, it's not brilliant footage, because I did take it on my mobile phone. So, but yeah, I still thought it was funny. So anyway, on to the next make, which is again another hat. So I'm just knitting this all from stash that I had left over and stuff like that. Although I did get a few balls of wool from Wool Warehouse, wasn't it? Colin chose for his hat because he wanted some like multicoloured yarns and things. But again, this is just Stylecraft DK again, the Ross hat. I've got a couple of photos. Did I take a photo of you with that one on? No. Thought I did. No, I didn't. I'll get him to stick a couple of photos of the other one up so you can see him wearing, because they look nicer on than they do off. So yeah, so that's that. That was, like I said, left over from a blanket that I made Colin, because he wanted a blanket that was more manly colours, which yeah, it's, oh gosh, which is, I won't get it all out, but that was done in that, and it's got, I put popcorn stitches in it and everything. So yeah, he picked all the colours. So yeah, right, what should I do next? Before I go on to my whips, I will quickly show you the January oh, excuse me, January knit in the box. Excuse me, it's my sinuses. It's because we've been having the heating on a lot, and it always affects my sinuses and makes me cough. But anyway, so yeah, I didn't end up putting a video up of the unboxing because I was very aware when I did the December unboxing, the setup wasn't very good. So we've brought some new bits and pieces to put on the tripods and everything, so I've got that overhead look. So when I will do an unboxing of the February box, and it'll be a lot better for you to be able to see, because I had to do it with, like I am now, but with the camera angled down, and it was awful. But yeah, so I wasn't quite enamoured with the January box. It's not because of the contents per se, it's just that it's not my colour so much. But I did get a nice knitting calendar with all sorts of pictures, and I didn't buy a calendar this year because because I'm a big planner girl. I've got so many planners, it is unreal. I use all sorts of different pictures. Yeah, so nice. I'll probably hang it up there somewhere. Right, so the yarn I got, there's nothing wrong with the yarn, it's just the colour. It's not really me. I've not used this particular yarn. It's called Bellissima Chunky by Stylecraft. It looks a little bit brighter there. Excuse me. It's a little bit brighter than it does in real life. There were 6 balls of that, and now I've lost the pattern. What did I do with the pattern? Oh, it's there. Right, thank you. And what's that? The pattern is for hat, wrist warmers and a scarf. Now, I'm not a keen fan of the long scarves like that. I will wear them, but I certainly wouldn't put the tassels on, because I just don't like tassels, because I always find they all look, you know, after a while they look shabby. So if I did make it, I'd probably get the crochet hook out and put some shell edging on or something like that. But the hat's not too bad, and the wrist warmers. Should have brought a drink up really. But yeah, not so keen. And also that came in it. I'm going to cough again. Oh, it's heating. What I've done? Oh, there. Some Serda anodised aluminium knitting needles. Sort of a, I don't know, it's gold colour, rose gold. I don't know if it's picking it up there. Yeah, it should do. A size 9mm US 13. Now normally I used to like, I like using settlers even when I knit flat, but if I do decide to knit that hat and gloves, I'll probably have to use these, because I know I haven't got a 9mm circular. So but like I said, And for those that have not seen a knit in the box before, it all comes, I think, really nice. I normally have a cup of tea with me, so why I didn't have a drink, I just do not know. Excuse me. So yeah, like I said, box is fine. It's I don't know, I might even use the yarn for something else, but then saying that, I don't really wear that colour. The only time I wear that red is when I'm drumming, because I'm a leader with Section 5 drummers, who Leslie is a member. We have nearly 100 members, and we go out performing at all kinds of events. And obviously not last year, well, we did a couple before the lockdowns all started, so I'm missing that like crazy, missing all my friends and not being able to see Leslie and give her a big hug. And yeah, but yeah, so that's the only time I wear red, because it's like black and red costumes. So right, so what should I go on to next? So the makes, I know I've done that. Whips, like I said, I didn't like do so much because where I hurt my wrist, but I did start a new make. It is another blanket, but I was browsing YouTube like you do for podcasts and stuff, and I've been subscribed to her for ages, at Jada in Stitches. Now she's doing a year-long make-along called the Mile a Minute calendar blanket. So, and she will be releasing the pattern on the first Friday of each month. So the first bit, so I think you just do like, I presume it'll be sewn together at the end of the year. So that's split. Yeah, so if I hold it that way, oops, split, I think you can see that all right, split shell pattern, and then with just a treble UK turns, double treble American edging. So this is just some old style craft left over from other blankets and things. So yeah, I do believe, I think the pattern's going to be different each month. I can't see mine being beautiful because I just want to use up loads of leftovers I've got, so I'll just have to see what I can do. So yeah, so that's something to do each month. I don't normally do make-alongs that are like over a certain amount of time from YouTube, because I've started things before and then think, oh, I don't like that, or I didn't save the channel and then I forget where it was from. But yeah, it's just something to do that's not going to take a great deal of time and get rid of some of my odds and ends. Oh, thank you. You are a darling. Just brought me some water up. Excuse me. Was that a cup of tea as well?
Fruit one.
Oh, fruity tea. Ah, that's another thing I really love, is Herb and Blend. I buy loads of their tea. I belong to their tea subscription as well, because it's all different flavours. And so yeah, right. So I spoke about this, didn't I? Yeah, done that. So done that. Well, so we're on blankets. I might as well do my next one, my other blanket. So I am making Attic 24. The June blanket, Lucy, who is Attic 24. It's a free pattern. You can buy the yarn packs from woolwarehouse.co.uk. This one did actually come with everything on it, pattern, and I mean I follow that pattern. I don't do the written, and I've made loads of her things over the years, and I really enjoy making blankets, as you can see. I've done some more there. That's only a few of them. So that's a shell. I think that should pick it up nice. Yep, shell blanket, and it's quite slow going because most of Lucy's blankets that are done side to side, it's 2 rows per colour, and because obviously the first row is to set up the shells, so it doesn't grow as quick as her other blankets. But I'm not in too much of a hurry to get this finished. Again, it's all done in Stylecraft, and it's 15 colours, and most of her blankets do tend to be around the 15 colour mark. So, because I haven't really done a lot of crocheting these last few months, not as much as I would like, because I still haven't, hang on, I'll just, ooh, I still, well, this is just pinned on. I am making a crocheted woodland wreath, but I have made some more bits. I've just got to like get them on. I'm not too far off. So once it's sort of like just pinned it on. So once everything is how I like it, I will sew it on normally. And I've got like toadstools to put on and hedgehogs and all sorts. So, but that was the most boringest thing ever. Was doing that, because it's all done in single crochet, and it was just like, or double crochet UK terms, and it just like took me for, well, it felt like it was forever. And I thought, you know, blow this, I'm not sewing it on. So I just used my hook and basically chain stitched it together. So, but yeah, I will get round to doing it, but it's finding the time, isn't it, to do everything. There's so many things I want to make. There's loads of amigurumi I want to make, because I haven't made an amigurumi for ages, and I just, you know, I just like little things now and again to, you know, well, just change pace really. So that's that. Right, so I am knitting a jacket. This was from December's Knit in the Box. So December was the first box I subscribed to. I have subscribed to monthly, but I might either change it to bi-monthly or not subscribe and just wait till the boxes come out and see what they are, because I'm thinking if I do it monthly I'll never have time to do other things. So I'm doing this one here, which is the longer jacket. This is the shorter one. So I was like in two minds, because I'm short. I'm like 5 foot ½ an inch. Yes, and that ½ an inch is very, very important. I used to be 5'1", but I've lost ½ an inch. Must be age. So I thought, well, the shorter jacket would probably suit my stature more because of being short, but I'm quite large chested and I didn't want to be all boobs and no jacket, so I thought I'd go for the long one. So it doesn't matter if it's long because it just covers me bum nicely. So yeah, so on that, which is living it in my lovely bag. I still haven't taken the labels off. Was it Clara Rose Crafts? Oh, I do love this bag. It's got bees on it. I love bags with bees on it. Well, I love anything with bees on it. Yeah, so I finished the back, but just to me it just feels like it's taking forever, because the garment before this that I made was an Aran jumper, and it went so quickly, and I was like very, very pleased with the way it turned out. But this is double knit, and it just seems to take forever. So that's the back, and this is done in Hayfield Spirit. So it has the same ribbon at the top of the jumper as it does the bottom. So I'm doing a bit of a lazy knit on this as well, because I'm just not matching everything up. I've not matched the fronts up, so I just couldn't be bothered, to be honest with you. And I'm quite a oh, well, I don't know what's the word. I wouldn't say messy, but I'm chaotic. If you was to see my craft room, it's just chaotic. Everything everywhere. But then they do say that if you've got a craft room and you're tidy, then you're not so, what's the word? Oh, I don't know. Well, you know what I mean. No, I've lost it. But yeah, you're not so, I think, is it, you're not, do you know, I can't even think. Oh, anyway, it's a crafty, chaotic mind, crafty, chaotic room. That's what I'm trying to get at, sort of. But, yeah, no, that do make my head in. I know for some people it work with everything put away and tidy, but for me, I'm one of these, like, I like to grab. I mean, it's not disgusting in here. Don't get me wrong, it's just everything's everywhere. But I do have my own areas. Like over there is where I do my planning. When I do, because like I said, I love my planners. I have a book planner because I read a lot of books. I listen to a lot of books. I have lots of things in there, from bookshelves that I've drawn in to book bingo, all sorts of things. Book alphabet, read a book beginning with each letter of the alphabet, blah blah blah, that sort of thing. My planners. I do post crossing. I have pen pals, so everything goes in my planner. Just as well with that, because with what's going on in the world at the moment, it don't get used for anything else. So that's the front. The only thing I hate about cardigans is how they curl and go so skinny. But it won't look so bad once, you know, it's all put together and the border, because it's quite a wide border. So that's the left front, and I have the right front on the needles. So yeah, that's it. Just getting a bit bored because it's just stocking stitch, and the cabling at the top is not enough to keep my attention for long, really. But it will get done. I've still got another cardigan that I don't know if I actually finished it last year or the end of the year before. I just haven't stuck it all together. I should, shouldn't I? Yeah. I think it's because I went off the colour after I'd done it. So that's that. Oh, excuse me, I must just have some more water. And right, what else? So I actually don't have any needles on the socks because I actually finished that pair yesterday at 5 o'clock in the morning. I was awake at 5. I'd woken up, so I thought I didn't want to get out of bed. It was too cold, so I thought I'll just knit in there. So yeah, I've just started him another hat. Again, this is just another Ross hat. This one, which is in King Cole Drifter in, I believe it's New Orleans. I said, wasn't it? Yeah, New Orleans. So he's got that. I mean, I don't know if I'll get him 30 done this year, but I mean, this will be the full for this year. But we'll see. Even if he gets half that, he would be lucky. Be grateful, or knit them yourself.
Yeah, chance.
So yeah, and that's just a sloth bag. I like sloths. I got from Amelia Joy on Etsy, same as the, I forgot, did I say the other bag? That came from Etsy as well. So I think that was all the makes. Oh yeah, I do have a little bag, little Notionsies bag to go with my bee bag. So I think I'm just going to check my bit of paper. No, I'm not, because I've lost it. Oh, no, yes I am. Just make sure. I don't usually do the bit of paper, but sometimes I forget to say things. So yeah, so I haven't got anything really planned. Still not going out. Colin's had his COVID injection because he's classed as a key worker, so he's had that. He said he wasn't too bad. He just got a bit sore and a little bit, felt a little bit fluey the next day. Yeah. But then after that he was fine. So, but I don't know how effective it's all going to be in the long run, because they've widened the gap between the first and second one, and the scientists are saying they shouldn't have done that because it affect you know how it works. So, and then but you still got to carry on masked up and everything, haven't you? Because you can still contract it. So excuse me. So I think that's all of that. So I tell you, I'm really sorry about this coughing. All it is, it's like I said, it's because my sinuses drain because of the heating. But yeah, I'm really sorry. Right, so I will go on to the keep leaning forward, it's just my head, isn't it? I will go on to the prize winners very quickly. If anyone can point me in a direction for a really nice pattern for a tee, I would be really grateful, because I keep looking on Ravelry, can't find anything, or if I do find something, it's linked to a web page and too many pop-ups and everything. But yeah, I'm looking, I've got 400 grams of merino, and I'm looking for a really nice t-shirt pattern. So whether it's free or paid for, it doesn't matter. So I would really appreciate that. Right, so this is for the last quarter. So and then I will announce the year overall winners. So for the Ravelry prize, which is up to $10 US, the winner is Imicol, which is IMECOLL. I couldn't get the pictures off of Ravelry at the time of drawing the winners because it was really playing up again. But if we can get the patterns, pictures up, we will. If we can't, I'm really sorry. But it is what it is. Right, for the upload thread, and that is for this beautiful Viking hand-dyed yarn, which is called Rainbow Drops, and it's 100% superwash merino. No, that's beautiful, isn't it? Oh, I'll turn it around so you can see the colours. So the winner of that is, well, I'm probably going to muller this, but Thezencha. I'd spell it THEZENCHA. So you are the lucky winner of that, and congratulations to you both. And like I said, some absolutely wonderful objects were posted, and I've already thought, yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that, I wouldn't mind doing that. You know what it's like when you see things. Right, and for the year overall, for the Ravelry prize, it is Rick Rack, RICRAK, and congratulations. And for the yarn is Teresa Apps, and you are the winner of a Woolly Mama sock set in Mutant Mermaid, which is 4-ply, and it's 50 grams of the main colour and 20 grams of the other colour. So I know it's really, really bright, but I thought when I picked it, well, I saw it and I thought, well, that'd cheer anybody up with what's going on in the world at the moment and the horrible wintry grey skies. So, well, I suppose that's if you live in this hemisphere, but so yeah, so that's Teresa Apps. I think that's right. I did put, yeah, Teresa Apps. So congratulations. So I would be doing the same as Leslie, and we'll give it till the 25th of February. So if you haven't claimed your prizes by then, I will redraw it at the February's podcast. So like I said, I've got the 500 giveaway subscriber that, like I said, will be going up in 1 to 2 weeks. As soon as I get the yarn, I will be doing the unboxing on camera of the February knit in the box, and going from that one to see whether I carry on subscribing or not. So I would just like to say thank you to everybody. Sorry if I've been a little bit but I was up at 4 o'clock this morning because I couldn't sleep. I've had real bad sleeping problems lately. I don't know what it is. I think it's been where I'm indoors all the time and not using up enough energy. I don't know. So yeah, I've been a little bit ditzy. Well, more ditzy than usual today. So, but other than that, I would just like to say thank you to everybody that subscribes. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, and again, please give me a like for the YouTube algorithms. That would really, really help get my podcast out there a bit more. So on that note, I'd like to say again thank you to everybody, and take care and stay safe, and until next time, bye for now.